What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Thursday, May 28th. Now in today's dog video, I want to talk about what happened in the overall crypto market, because we just saw that Bitcoin took a massive dip from roughly 74,000 yesterday as low as around 72,000 as of this morning. So we just saw many altcoins, meme coins, and the entire crypto market shed roughly -5 to even 12% in their price point. But nothing has changed about Dog. And I want to compare Dog to other meme coins and also share with you, even on chain, that no one is selling Dog. In fact, I actually caught some suspicious activity regarding BitGet and how it's connected to these Binance linked wallets, just transferring funds back and forth. And that's it. That's all that's happened. No one is selling. So while you're seeing the price of Dog dip just like the rest of the crypto market, we always focus on data, because data removes emotions. And data is what traders and most of the top 1% use in terms of being ahead of the market. They don't use emotions. So let's talk about this. I want to dive deep into it. Let's not waste any time. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to look into the percentage of how dogs perform against other meme coins in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and focus on how the trading volume is. You can see that right now, $2.16 million in trading volume. That's obviously a lot of sells and buy orders. This typically happens when there's ever volatility in the market. You'll see that most of the trading volume on your altcoin or meme coin will go up substantially just because there's a lot of trading activity. So you can see that Kraken's at 383, Gates at 303, and BitGet at 277, which I cannot wait to talk about. So let's see why it dipped. It's because Bitcoin took a dip. As I mentioned, right now, Bitcoin's at 73,000 US dollars, down 5.41% over the past 7 days. Now we're going to talk about the past 7 days and why that's really important, especially for the meme coin sector. I want to talk about the liquidations though first. Look at the amount of liquidations that have occurred within the entire crypto market. Roughly around $807 million in long liquidations in the past 24 hours. This is including every single cryptocurrency out there, not just Bitcoin. So that's obviously going to affect every meme coin as well. I mean, just look at the meme coin sector. It's all down. Now, most likely you're going to focus on the past 24 hours, but also pay attention to the past 7 days, which we'll do for both. So Pudgy Penguin's down roughly around 5 to 6%. 24 hours, down 7 days, 16%. Same thing with Bonk. Bonk is down 5%. Past 7 days, down 11%. Now let's look at SPX 6900, down 5% over the past 24 hours, down 16% over the past 7 days. Let's go ahead and go over to where Bitcoin is, roughly down 4.94% in the past 24 hours, down 16% over the past 7 days. So right now, over the past 7 days, Bitcoin, Brett, you can expect also Cheems, Fartcoin, Floki, SPX. We also have the Trump token, Pudgy Penguins, even Pepe's down quite a bit in the double digits. So it's not just limited to Dog, it's the entire crypto sector. Now, before we talk about any suspicious activity that I found on chain, check this out. So over the past 7 days, have you noticed that Dog has actually had the most engagement compared to Pengu and also SPX? It's no surprise, right? I mean, the thing is, if you follow a leader such as the cult narrative or VC backing, where this team will literally pay for marketing just to get people to change their profile picture and to make it seem like they're developing products or to get people to engage, there's really no community there. If you look at Dog, there is no team member, there is no potential leader that's going to lead you to Valhalla. It's just a massive community working together and focusing on the data, because the data is what helps these people understand why they need to hold during really volatile markets like we are in right now. With that said, I do want to talk about the suspicious activity now. Now, you do know that Dog has a wrap version of itself on Solana. And if you paid attention to the top holder, so the number one holder is MineBridge, which is a bridge wallet between Bitcoin L1 to Solana. So if you ever buy Dog on Solana, the MineBridge number one wallet is going to help allocate those tokens to your portfolio. But the actual top holder, who is wallet number two, the top holder of Dog, I just found out and did some on-chain research. Apparently this wallet was activated only 63 days ago. That's like 2 months ago. So it's actually fairly new. Now this wallet, by the way, is created by Fireblocks Custody. Now if you don't know what Fireblocks is, it's basically an institutional grade digital asset custody infrastructure used by exchanges, market makers, even large entities and funds to store crypto. Now, what's really interesting is that this is its 6th largest asset, DOG. And what I've noticed is that it's had a lot of transactions within Binance, not Binance Ordinal Hot Wallet, just the Binance regular deposit wallet. They've roughly had over 339 transactions between this wallet and the Binance deposit wallet. And just an hour ago, before I had posted this, it had another transfer of USDT from that wallet over to Binance. Now, what you do need to keep in mind is that this specific wallet right here has been accumulating nonstop. So at the time of this recording or time of the screenshot, they had 84 buys and only 8 sells. And the 8 sells was roughly around 1.5 million DOG. That's what, like $1,500, not even $1,500. It's like $1,300, so it's 1,300 roughly, give or take. So it's not really that much, but it continues to accumulate. I can even tell you that today, I just saw over the past 24 hours, it is still accumulating. It's not selling. There's no sell orders. So this wallet is tied to Binance suspiciously, right? Created just 64 days ago, just 2 months ago. This is nuts. I just can't ignore something like this. This is something that, to me, ties into what we're seeing here today. So this image I want to share with you as of this morning. So as much as you saw all the volatility, we did see DOG get around to 61 million market cap really quickly, but was quickly absorbed, meaning there's a lot of order books fulfilling those orders and people buying in. Now, the reason that's important is that if you focus on the left-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and do a zoom shot here. Now, the top wallet that saw massive inflows was market maker number 2, ending in TACH. And guess who was pretty much having outflows? It was BitGet. Also, there's Gate.io, but more significantly, it was BitGet. BitGet withdrew over 84 million DOG tokens on-chain. This is different from off-chain, and I'll talk about that later. So when you see this amount of outflow on-chain, guess what? It was tracking to not only market maker number 2, but also intermediary wallet number 2, and also 2 other whale wallets such as 00LY4 and 0xUU. Now, what you'll notice is that these wallets, market maker number 2 and intermediary wallet number 2, are connected to Binance, and they're also in charge of transferring funds back to whale wallet number 31 and whale wallet number 23, which is basically the blue and the purple squares. And basically all the transactions that you see coming from BitGet are going to all these different wallets right here. Isn't that very suspicious? Now, I want to go to the right side. Now, what have you noticed on the right side? The long-term holders remains at 80.9%. So basically there's only like a 0.09% difference between what we saw yesterday, because yesterday it was 81%. Today it's 80.9%. So not much of a change. So what happened in the past 24 hours? What have you noticed between yesterday and today? I have to notice what happened between the top 10 to the top 50 and even how it switched over to the top 100. So you'll notice the difference between the top version and the bottom version, but let's focus on the bottom version. Basically, what you saw was the top 50 wallets allocated 0.05% to the top 100 whale wallets, which was the top 50 through 100. So the top 10 and also the top 11 through 50 just like moved funds over here to the top 50 to 100 wallets. You just saw whale wallets like this have smaller allocations and just move it over to these other DOG reserve wallets. So basically, in a nutshell, nothing really changed. Basically, all you did was just see funds move around on chain. You're actually not seeing anybody sell DOG. So when you look at the volume that's happening right here on these exchanges, this is happening off-chain. You're not actually seeing all those tokens transfer over to these off-chain exchanges to sell off. It's not happening. In fact, you saw BitGet had outflows. And this is why we need to talk about CoinMarketCap, because how does CoinMarketCap price in things? Well, basically, you need to understand that platforms like CoinMarketCap aggregate pricing through liquidity flow, through these exchanges. So in low liquidity conditions, like what we're seeing now, coordinated wallet activity and aggressive market sells on small order books can temporarily distort and perceive the market sentiment without reflecting true on-chain holder conviction. So that's why there's a difference between off-chain and on-chain. On-chain people are holding, no one's selling. Even the Binance linked wallets are not selling. You even saw the Solana wallet that was created or at least linked to Binance. It's not selling, it's accumulating. So don't be fooled by what's going on. You just saw the only reason DOG dipped today is because the entire meme coin market dipped, the entire crypto market dipped because Bitcoin took a dip. So don't fall for what you're seeing in terms of price, because emotional people will only focus on price and saying, hey, I told you that DOG was going to go down, yada, yada, yada. These people never focus on data. They only use their emotions. And if anything, anything, they're probably illiterate. They don't actually know how to use the technical data or the technical tools to look at this on-chain stuff. So they just use their emotions to kind of have outbursts. And I've seen this happen with people talking about Cardano, SPX, even Pengu for that matter. I just noticed this happening on crypto Twitter. So just ignore these people. They're the ones that are the 99%. So what are the 1% doing? The 1% use data, they don't use emotions, and they end up buying the dip. So we got to give a shout out to Greggy, Crypto Knight, Ian, Hova Beta, Jip, Broader, Argentinian Dog. We also have Tyman and Dog Damasa. This is how the 1% operate. So ladies and gentlemen, that's everything in a nutshell. You already know that I'm very bullish on Dog. The reason I share with you data about Dog on a daily basis is because Dog is by far one of the strongest communities out there, just like what you saw in terms of community engagement on X. But you need to see data. Data helps you understand where the market's going, where Dog is going, who's actually doing things behind the scenes. And this is something that other communities don't offer. They don't have people doing this because I guess people aren't as experienced. But again, I even taught myself how to do this, and you can too. And if you thought Dog took a hit today, look at Ordi. Ordi lost 12% today. Look at that sharp dip. So don't be phased. See, that's the best thing about Dog is that it's free and fair. There is no allocations to exchanges. There is no allocations to whales. This is all free and fair airdrop. And that's why I love this specific token. The best thing about Dog is that its free and fair airdrop is an amazing model that other communities can look at and say, you know what, we got to do something like this. But I'm sure there are powerful forces out there that don't want to see Dog be successful. Who knows who that may be? But nonetheless, the Dog army you cannot shake out regardless. And the Dog army is going to consistently be here every single day. So by ending this video, I want to thank our sponsors C2 Blockchain and Trucker Biff. Make sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog and Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.